Hey guys, how's it going? Kawaii Monstrosity here, bringing you a rather interesting deck. It's something I cooked up after grinding to AA with Smork Bats, basically aggro blood. I got tired of that. You know, it's my nature in card games to build these strange decks that are better than they really have any right to be. So, around the time that Neptis was really released, released out of maintenance, with the 3 packs of Bahamut we got, I pulled a Sahak and a Bahamut. So of course, my first instinct is to do something with Neutralcraft, you know? So I took Haven, and I made something with Sahak and I gave her a heavy end to work with. I gave her, I gave her Olivia, I gave her Bahamut, I gave her Gilgamesh, but then I found that I couldn't really use early neutral cards because I would just die off. I would just die off too easily. I didn't have the early game to back up this heavy end late game. So then I eventually had to make it to where I was running Bellringer Angels, Unicas, just all the healing, Temple Defenders, just everything I needed to live. And, that's not really what I set out to do. I wanted something more neutral, where a bulk of the deck was neutral. It was, tools. I really wanted to run Sektor. Sektor is awesome. It's great. It's hilarious getting him to work. But I couldn't really do that. I couldn't really do that with this heavy end. So after I optimized this and I got this running to the best where I think it's going to run, I thought, what if I took out that heavy end? What if I kept Gilgamesh in and kept my 2 Sahak wheels? I bumped Gilgamesh up to 3 and used Gilgamesh and Sahak wheel as my finisher to finish the game around turn 7, turn 8. Hey, I could use early game neutral cards. I can use like Valkyrie's Spear. And then, what do you know, Midrange Neutralcraft. So then that's when I cooked up the Neutral Inquisition. I have it here. And of course it uses Valkyrie's Spear like I originally wanted to do. And it uses 2 Sahak Wheel and 3 Gilgamesh to finish out the game around turn 7 and around turn 8. For early game, it's filled with 2 drops. It's got 2 Lyrial, 3 Unicas, 3 Sektors. It has 3 Sacred Pleas, Goblin Mage, 3 Goblin Mage, 2 Uriel. These keeps your hand filled for early to mid game. You'll keep your hand filled. You'll be able to make your trades. Priest of the Cudgel and Lion Spirit, Ancient Lion Spirit. These 2 will allow you to keep up in value, along with the ultimate carrot, of course. Another card I wanted to run, but I couldn't run the control variant. These will allow you to keep up in value with control decks. And Ancient Lion Spirit will help in tandem with Angel of the Word and Lyrial to keep aggro decks under control. And in addition to this, combine Angel of the Word and Lyrial, and you can do chip damage to the face, which lets you whittle down for your eventual Gilgamesh finisher. And if you have Valkyrie's Spear out on the field, early game, probably ideally you'll drop it turn 2 if they don't really do anything, or turn 4 if you have to play followers in the earlier turns to keep up with, say, some aggro. You will play it out, and then from then on, you'll basically snowball. You'll snowball, you'll get trades that wouldn't have been possible otherwise. You'll be able to conserve your evolves for Priest of the Cudgel, Ancient Lion Spirit, Finas. You'll be able to conserve those, and Gilgamesh, he'll be dealing like 6 or 7 damage in the very late game, so he'll be even better as a finisher. It's wonderful, it really is. Now, of course, I chose Haven. Haven was my first instinct. I know a lot of people think Dragoncraft when they think neutral, as you want to ramp out to Sahak Wheel. But as far as mid-range goes, I figured that Haven would be the best. And, that's a little odd, because Haven, mid-range, unless you're running like Alana's, and Alana's sort of mid-range, but Haven actually has some tools you need to keep up with control decks, with aggro decks. Ancient Lion Spirit, great 5-drop evolve. That lets you keep up with aggro decks. Priest of the Cudgel, great 4-drop evolve. That lets you keep up with aggro decks. That lets you also deal with a shadow decks. Shadow decks can be a problem sometimes, especially when you're relying on a late game finisher like Gilgamesh. And then you have Themis Decree, which lets you deal with things like Bahamut with Lucifer, just big bads that you can't deal with otherwise. It lets you wipe the field when you need it wiped. Say if they have a wall of taunts, if you're facing Shadow and they pop out the Great Wall of Zombies, this just lets you deal with anything that they have to try and stop you. Now, you'll be able to keep up. Plus the Sacred Pleas on top of that. Sacred Pleas, you play them early, or, well, you play them as early as you can. And, you know, Sacred Pleas combined with Goblin Mage, combined with Uriel, they ensure that for most of the game, your hand will be pretty well filled. You'll have a lot of options to work with. You won't burn out early. You'll be able to last until you have your Gilgamesh finishers. And, you know, it's all of this combined has made the deck pretty much better than it really has any right to be. I've won against Agrobats, I've won against Purgatory, I've won against Heal Haven, I've won against Seraph Haven. I have a very good positive win rate with this deck. Later on, here in a few seconds, you'll see 4 games where I took it to ranked. This is AA ranked. And I won 3 of the 4 games. The one I lost, I feel like I could have won if I played a little differently. And just the fact that this meme of a deck, this deck that's basically full of memes, does so well against decks that are all around just a lot better than it, I just love it. I really do. And I'm pretty sure I have this at an optimal neutral state. There are, of course, small optimization changes you can make. Like, maybe you could run Healing Angel instead of Angel of the Word. Maybe you could cut Valkyrie Spear down to 2. Is 3 is a bit too much. You'll never have 3 Valkyrie Spear on the board. But as it is, currently, I feel this is just the best all-around neutral state for the deck. Now, I hope you maybe experiment with Neutralcraft. For me, I'm going to build Unlimited Meme Works next. I'm going to have a neutral mid-range sword. But I hope you try out this deck. Try out your own variant. I love it. I hope you'll love it. I'll see you later.
光があなたを導くでしょう。パパ、ママ、ルナを守ってね。まだまだお子様ね。ピカピカ見つけたゴム。逃げろゴム。ニコ、頑張ります。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。いい勝負だった。
超絶可愛いフィーナちゃんにお任せってね。これで決めます。フィーナちゃんのいるところ、笑顔と勝利あるよ。ピカピカ見つけたゴム。ルナと遊ぼう。愛はいかなる時でも輝くの。たまには撤退もあるよね。
悪行はそこまでじゃ。
だって仕事しますか。怖いよ。 これは定められし断り。見せてあげる。定めの輪から逃れるのです。
何？これは神様の言葉だよ。これは神様の言葉だよ。
これもまた定め。怖いよ。
名手の戦士を甘く見るなよ。神様。
悪行はそこまでじゃ。
ここからです。
貴様の弱点ビシッと見えたぞ。
踊れ魂よ。ファラワの名のもとに。まだまだお子様よ。
我の復活を望む心情に。
負けちゃったけど楽しかったな。光があなたを導くでしょう。永久の安寧を与えましょう。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。いい勝負だ。
私は使命を守る者。我が炎は神の光だ。これで決めます。我が炎は悪しきを許さぬ。祈りが途絶えて。
迷える者にしるべを与えよう。
これで決めます。
我がしるべに従うがいい。
進め、燃え尽きるまで。さあ、働け働け。私は使命を守る者。
これは神様の言葉だよ。
究極の食材を来たれ。
ここからです。
勝利開始だ。こっちだ。インテック。
途絶えて。
神様。
ピカピカ見つけたゴム。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
頑張ります。ここからです。
うまかったろ。ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
俺の前に立つと無謀だな。
終わりにしましょう。
俺は世界の果てを見る。次の戦場は
野心様には近づけさせません。
俺の前に立つと無謀だな。
邪神様。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
そして祈りは栄光ある勝利となる。素晴らしい腕前です。 光があなたを導くでしょう。永久の安寧を与えましょう。
究極の食材を来たれ。
仕事しますか。ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。これで決めます。
大丈夫、死んだら神様が待ってるよ。
迷える者にしるべを与えよう。
これで決めます。
我がしるべに従う。
へえ、結構すごいね。超絶可愛いフィーナちゃんにお任せ。
ここからです。
フィーナちゃんのいるところ、笑顔の勝利ありよ。
しるべがなくても人
ピカピカ見つけたゴム。
うまかったろ。
超絶可愛いフィーナちゃんにお任せ。
終わりにしましょう。
フィーナちゃんのいるところ、笑顔と勝利ありよ。
あなたの痛みを和らげましょう。
そこ、また怪我してるじゃないの。
ここからです。愛の癒しを与えましょう。
たまには撤退もありよね。
争いは醜い。
俺の前に立つと無謀だな。
戦とは僕の悲しき。私は月に来る獣。どうしてそんなに愚かなの。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。
私は使命を守る者。私は月に来る獣。祈りが途絶えて。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
いい勝負だった。
悪行はそこまでじゃ。
ピカピカ見つけたゴム。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
魔物の相手くらいなら私だって。ユニコ、頑張ります。
私の負けです。光があなたを導くでしょう。
私だって戦えるんだから。
究極の食材を来たれ。腹がついたらまた会おう。
今日も森は平穏ね。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
命をかけた試合を始めよう。
ねえねえ、何して遊ぶの？ねえ、何して遊ぶの？ねえ、何して遊ぶの？
うまかったろ。
ここで決めるよ。なんか体がキラキラしてきた。
いい勝負だ。
超絶可愛いフィーナちゃんにお任せってね。
これで決めます。
フィーナちゃんのいるところ、笑顔と勝利ありよ。ピカピカ見つけたゴム。痛いの嫌いなの。ねえ、何して遊ぶの？とって
私がお守りいたします。
おきだよ。悪い人は頼む。ないかにいじめられたの。何して遊ぶの？たまには撤退もありよね。ニコ頑張ります。
ほっぺをぶち落とすぜ。
ニコ頑張ります。
ここからです。すべての人参を超越する。希望の光はまだ。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？今日も森は平穏ね。
森の命は必ず守ります。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？なんだなん
うまかったろ。命の巡りとは
かっこいいな。争いは醜い。
俺の前に立つと無謀だな。
ねえ、何して遊ぶの？ねえ、何して遊ぶの？どうしてそんなに愚かなの？いったと。なんだなん
俺の前に立つと無謀だな。
すっごく強いんだね。